friends and neighbors. Welcome in the light, where laughter's the answer and hearts are shining bright. With calloused hands and wits, so razor sharp. Let's praise a place where love ignites the spark.
Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to Sunnyside. Well, it's Monday, and it's Martin Luther King Day, so celebrating the life and actions of Martin Luther King Jr., and a lot of obviously the banks are closed, Wall Street's closed, and a lot of the schools are closed, including our own right around here. And so enjoy the day off. I don't get a day off. You may not get a day off because there's always something to do here at Sunnyside, and that is what I've been doing, moving snow. We had, I don't know, all the snow was blowing this weekend, but despite that weather that has kind of started on Friday and continued, even to today. I was moving snow this morning, so this episode comes out a little bit later than usual, but I just want to say thank you to all of the folks that came out and listeners of the Sunny Side of Life, and obviously a lot of other folks that around the community, around the region, and in some cases from different states, from Wisconsin and Florida and Nebraska and just, Minnesota, obviously we're not too far away from Minnesota, but I just really appreciate all the folks that came out to the Cash show, the Johnny Cash tribute show that we accomplished this weekend as part of Vinylfest 5. That's what last week's episode was all about. We have Donovan Johnson out here, if you recall, and Liz May, who sang the songs of June Carter Cash, and I got to sing the part of Johnny Cash, and man, that was it was a lot of fun, and it was a little nerve-wracking, I will tell you. It was I don't get nervous when it comes to speaking and acting and things like that I sometimes do, but boy, I tell you what, when it comes to singing, and I like singing in a group, I like singing, I feel like I can hide then a little bit better. I feel like I can add to what we're doing, but I'm not a musician, and I've said that many times. I really have a lot of respect for musicians and their ability to, one, play an instrument very well. And thank God we had so many talented musicians that are part of Vinylfest and all of the shows that Don has produced. But on this one particularly, we had a smaller group, smaller band. We had Jason Slater and Nick Johnson, which is Don's younger brother, on guitar. And they were phenomenal. Antonio Lopes was our drummer, and he just did a fantastic job as well. And of course, Donovan Johnson, you just can't beat that piano player, and he's on the keys, and he's just doing all kinds of things. In fact, one of the things that Don did that we had not rehearsed, so it just came out as part of the show. And I guess the band figured, or Don figured, that listen, we've been staying along and keeping track of Troy long enough that I can do something on my own too. And so the Sunny Side of Life, stay on the sunny side of life, is a song that is led by Liz May as June Carter Cash, and Donovan, who didn't really talk a whole lot in the show. That was mostly my responsibility. He did the introductions in the first and the second set, and but in this case, he started talking, and he said, listen, this next song is just a great song, and I want to do something special. I'm going to dedicate it to my dog Tucker, who they had to put down a while back, and it was very sad for them. And so he played this phenomenal, 2-minute introduction on the piano that was just all over the place and gorgeous. And it's just never been heard before. And I don't know if it'll be heard again. It was a very, very special moment. And then that song itself is quite lovely. So when he was finished with his amazing introduction there, man, we took a hold of that song and gave it everything we had, and the crowd joined in, and it was great. So if you were those musicians, they just made it happen, and there were many, many times that I got offbeat a little bit, For a guy who uses the Pythagorean theorem as often as I do, particularly with all my little construction projects and things like that, when you're trying to figure lengths on angles and things, that comes in pretty handy. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. You know how it works. I do all that all the time, but when it comes to like counting music and rhythm, boy, it can be tricky for me. So I had to really practice hard and really listen to all of those songs that we were singing, sing along with Johnny Cash. And I'll tell you what, Johnny didn't always count that great either. I became pretty aware of the fact that he just kind of, he was playing the guitar, so sometimes he'd throw in an extra lick or whatever, and then he'd start. But he knew when he was going to come in because, he was playing right along with it. Well, I didn't have the advantage of that because I don't play the guitar, but I feel like I should start. Maybe I should. I don't know. Anyway, the show was fantastic. We had, 350, 400 people come out to the show. The auditorium holds just over 600, so it wasn't sold out, but boy, we had a lot of, I think 350, was our pre-sale, which was fantastic. And then we had some walk-ins. I think the weather did affect the sales at the door just a little bit. But overall, man, what a great audience. And if you were part of that, again, thank you very much. It was just a very special night for all of us in the group. And boy, it was really enjoyable. And not to brag, but because it wasn't just me, I can tell you that. It was an immediate standing ovation when that song, Ring of Fire, was all done. And that was our final song of the show. And people seemed to really enjoy it. And they came up to the stage afterward, and we took pictures. And, we had obviously family and friends come up there. And Jesse Howard, who's been on the show, and I know he listens to this show all the time. Hi, Jesse. How you doing? Good to see you. He brought his family up there and came in all the way. It's like 5 hours away. He came from Southeast Iowa and came up in the night before in the weather, and he stayed with family nearby here. And I was worried that he wasn't going to make it, but he did. And of course, we had my son Tanner's wonderful girlfriend, Kate. Her mom came down Kate's from Wisconsin too, and then her mom came down as well, and she just loved the show. And from what I understand, we had a lady came from Florida. She had a hat on with lots of pins on it, and I don't know where she'd been all over the place, but she came all the way up from Florida to hear this show. What in the world? And then at church, I'd said that I wasn't, I was like, I don't know. It was a joke, I don't know if I'll be in church on Sunday because I'll probably be coming down on Sunday morning. But the truth of the matter is I couldn't wait to go because I just wanted to get a few more accolades, probably a little greedy with the old ego on that situation. And certainly they came, but I was unsuspected. I was not expecting this. A fella came up and he said, that's the best concert he's ever been to. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know how many concerts you've been to in your entire life, but I'll take it. If that's his first concert, then when I win either way, right? So it was good in that regard. And what was kind of funny at the end of the show, we were all taking our bows and saying what's coming next on April 4th, which would be another 1950s Vinylfest presentation on April 4th. And Jason Slater said, you want to hear us again? Come on out. We'll be at the Methodist Church in the morning. And so that was actually pretty good. Pretty good promo because by golly, most of the band was there. Antonio had a gig down in Des Moines, so he wasn't there, but another one of the percussionists from the Vinylfest series was there, Michael, and I didn't sing. I just enjoyed sitting in, towards the back of the church like I usually do, and just enjoying being in church on Sunday and all that. And then I went and picked up the hay bales that I left at the Bowman Auditorium and some of the other things that I'd made for small set pieces, and went on home and enjoyed the day and relaxed. And that was good. It was good to have family home for that, and it was just a fantastic, wonderful experience. And I thank you again if you came out to the show. Thank you very much for doing that and supporting what Donovan's trying to do. And I guess if you listen to this show, supporting me too. And I feel like I had it down. My wife's a big fan. She said that I did a good job, and that's all that really matters. As long as she's happy. She said I sounded good. The song sounded good. And then the songs and what I was talking about in between. Now, the truth of the matter is that if you compare probably how I'm talking right now to how I talked a little bit last week, and then compare it to, like, say, a year ago, obviously I still have just a little bit of Johnny Cash character going on in my voice. And man, that guy, he just had that delivery. And it was, very, I'm serious, and I'm not always that serious at all, most of the time, in fact. So I just wondered if, like, when he was at home, like, if he just had that power voice all the time, or which he probably did. That was, probably how he did talk all the time. But what if it wasn't? What if he was just at home and, he's like, June, June, come on over here. I don't know. I doubt it. But sometimes, so I still got that little low register going on right now. I kind of like it. I don't know. I come around to it. Maybe I'll keep it, but probably not. We go back and forth. Depends on what I'm motivated by. Anyway, that's the report on the show. We did record it, by the way. We did record it, and the recording's good. 4 different angles, so you get a chance to see different parts of the band and different angles from on stage and into the crowd and that type of thing. The sound is not fantastic. We had a little trouble getting the sound to be the proper mix when we, to get it plugged into the board. So we decided to use just the house speaker and record that way. And it's a little low, so you'd have to turn it really. You have to turn it up. It's fine. I mean, I enjoy listening to it, and I don't listen to it that much, but it's just I wish the recording was a little bit better. But you get the idea. It's a good show, and you can hear all the music and all the words, and I guess that's what's important. And you get to see it from different angles. So, how would you ever get that? I don't know. That's up to Don. I'll give him a copy of it, and he can go from there. If people want to see that again, I don't know if they'll throw it up on YouTube or not. There's some rules about singing songs, like that. And when you're in a venue, they usually have the license. They do have the licenses, so that they can, take care of Tascam and BMI, all that stuff. But I don't know about YouTube, so I'm not sure if that'll ever be there. But then again, all the people that did see the show, they paid to see it. So, why should you see it for free? There is that. So I don't know what Don's going to do with it, but I'll let you know once I find out. I'll give him a copy and we'll go from there. But that's something that they think that we should, that we could maybe take on the road. And I don't know how I feel about that, because it's a lot. It's a lot to learn all those songs, and we only did 28 songs, and it's not like we did. You could sing 200 songs with Johnny Cash on them, and so it's something that we'll see what happens there. I don't know if that particular show will go on the road or not, but give me your opinion. Text the show. Let me know what you think. If we should take it on the road, I'll share that with Don. He will probably take bits of that recording and slice it and dice it up into a press kit or whatever, because I think that I know the band was interested in maybe doing some more shows that way, not necessarily at the Bowman, but just taking them around. And I don't know how any of that works, but it is exciting to think about. At the same time, there is a relief in being done with it too. Like there's a relief of being having it accomplished, and I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with it being a good memory. But I do still have the outfit, so we'll see. I gotta figure out when I can wear that outfit, because it's kind of specific to Johnny Cash. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. So I'm gonna keep this episode, pretty short. I'll give you some more updates. We've got some things happening next week, a week from today. So this is being recorded on Monday. The group of us, actually school board members from across the state of Iowa, will once again travel down to Des Moines or over to Des Moines or up to Des Moines, wherever they happen to be coming from, where we'll do our day on the Hill and visit with the legislators and talk about the education bills that they have currently in the chute, and give them our opinions and support some things and not, others. And that's something that I look forward to filling you in on. In the near future here, we will have the House Majority Whip Henry Stone on the show, and we've got some other folks from the politics that kind of help, I guess, if you want to use that word, help. Hi, I'm from the government. I'm here to help with our laws and all of that, as we've done in the past. So we'll have some more guests coming up in future episodes here. But I just want to let you know that's what we'll probably be talking about. Won't be talking about it next week because it'll be a week from today that I actually head down there and once again advocate for public schools in the state of Iowa at the Iowa House and Senate. And then something that did happen this past weekend was on Friday. So our son Jack, he plays football for Waldorf University, and he had probably last year torn his labrum, and then so in the and I guess would be the end of the season of 24, and then but it seemed to be okay, and then by the time he got through his season this past fall in 2025, he had torn it completely. So it was he'd sneeze and his his left arm would come out of socket. So that's not good. We got that taken care of, and the folks at Iowa Specialty Clinic down in Clarion, Iowa, did a fantastic job. They really took care of him, and so he had his surgery on Friday, the afternoon before the show for us on Saturday, and obviously you see your kid go in for surgery, and that makes you nervous and worried, and you pray, and everything came out really well. It was completely torn, and they had to do about 9. I don't know what you call it, but they had to, tie it back 9 different ways to get that thing going. So he's in a little bit of pain, and he's working through that, and he had to, has to follow a protocol, and of course he was home for the weekend. And you know what? He did go to the show on Saturday night, so kudos to him for doing that. I think he was looking forward to getting out of the house. Has to sleep, kind of in a recliner position over the weekend, but every day it gets a little bit better. And today he got the opportunity to shower, which he was really looking forward to, and it looks like his wounds are healing up really nice. So that's good, and we're just really happy. So those of you that we're kind of aware of that, maybe on the personal side, a little closer community, thank you for your prayers and for thinking about Jack, and we'll take them all as he continues to recover, and he's looking forward to. They don't have school today either, and so he'll be back in class tomorrow, and he begins his road to recovery over the next several months. I think it's a 5 to 6 month recovery, so May, June, he should be back in action and training and ready to go for his junior season for Waldorf University. And speaking of which, there's a new coach at Waldorf University, and got the chance to meet Coach Callaway, and I just met him last Thursday night, in fact, and we'll be starting up the show, the Waldorf Gridiron Club show again. Took about a 2-month break there since Thanksgiving, and so we'll have Coach on the show, on that show, which is, again, the Waldorf Gridiron Club. So look forward to seeing and talking to him, and finding out his plans for the future, and some of his backstory. And we'll get back on to talking to kids, players, and officials and all that stuff for Waldorf University on the other podcast that we do here at Sunnyside Farm Studios, the Waldorf Gridiron Club. So looking forward to that. And I think that'll actually come out this Friday, to be honest with you. I think we're going to try to get Coach Callaway on. He's been busy trying to interview every single player on the team and get that taken care of. So we look forward to that as well. Looking forward to that conversation quite a bit. And then we're also doing, obviously, the Bible in a Year. And I won't run the advertisement here, but if you go to the Sunnyside of Life Bible in a Year experience, it's a long title, I realize that. But that has been running since January 1st, and will continue to run for through December 31st. And thereafter, it'll be archived, and it'll be just always on its own podcast, so you can jump in anytime and based on the date, or start whenever you want and listen to the Bible in a Year as I read it from the New Living Translation. And I think that's pretty good. We did it 2 years ago, and brought it back, and now it's its own podcast, and it's getting lots and lots and lots of attention. And that means people are listening to it, which is really good, and encourage you to do the same thing. It only takes about, I don't know, sometimes it's 8 minutes, sometimes it's 15 minutes, a couple times it's, like 25 minutes, some of those longer Psalms or whatever you get into. But right now, still in Genesis, and pretty soon heading into Exodus. So there is that. Actually, no, we have started Exodus already. So, no time like the present to jump on in and get your Bible reading for the year every day from the Sunnyside of Life Bible in a year experience. That's what it is, and gives you experience and hopefully some wisdom. I know I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy listening to it as well, and so hopefully you will too. Now, before I end this show, because like I said, I am going to keep it short because I've got other things to do, including get Jack moved back into his, back with his roommates, get him settled in, and some things around here on the farm that got to get done. They got to keep those cattle fed because they go to market. Well, they don't go to market. They've got their D date, and it is the 20th of March as well as the 30th of March. And so we will begin taking orders for quarters and halves of beef, as we've been talking about. And like I said in the past, right now, I've got some sold, but I just want, at this point, the easiest thing to do is if you're interested in a quarter of beef and want the details for that, or half for a whole, just go ahead and text the show. Use that link on your on this show, and let me know. I need to be able to contact you, so you'll just have to put your contact info in there as well, and then I'll get a hold of you, and we'll go from there. So that'll keep it simple. There's only 10 total, and probably only about, like I said, 6, 7 left maybe to sell in quarters or halves or wholes, and we're looking to have those all figured out. We'll take 5 in the 20th of March and 5 on the 30th, and then we'll start the process all over again. And I'm sure I'm going to miss them because they are beautiful steers, and I think they're pretty happy. They're happy. Now it's a little cold right now. They're happy to stay in their shelter. They come out and eat and do that, but then they're happy to hang out together and all of that. So just have to make some feed for them today too. So I want to make sure that gets taken care of. But I do want to, before I close up, mention one thing that's gonna happen here. Actually coming up now next month, and this is this is something that is going on down in Garner. Oh yeah, Adam Upmeyer. He's gonna be very happy that I bring this up. So Adam, what they did, it's been two years ago now. They built an event center in Garner, Iowa, for any event, but you start the weddings and receptions and get-togethers and all that. It's beautiful. Adam built it. Of course, he owns the lumberyard, which I believe is also for sale too. So if you're looking to buy a lumberyard down there, I think you can buy Garner lumber. But he did a fantastic job, and they are hosting an event on the 14th of February, which I think we all know is actually Valentine's Day, right? And their event center is called the Up 4 Celebrations. Up the number 4 Celebrations, and it's an event center there in Garner, Iowa. The zip code's 50438. I know that because it's very similar to Forest City. They're just down the road a ways. Valentine's date night, and it'll be on the 14th, the Valentine's Day, and doors will open at 5:30, and it's a meal. They've got it catering by Smoky Heights, so it's going to be delicious food. And it will be, the last plate they'll serve will be at 6:30. So the doors open at 5:30. You can come in and eat. The last food will be served at 6:30, and then it's just a great evening. And guess who's providing the entertainment for dancing and live music but our good friend Donovan Johnson, the Donovan Johnson Trio. So that'll be a great night as well. And looking forward to that, and something that you can do too. It's a great date night if you're in the area. Come on out. You can. I'll give you a link in the show notes here, so it'll give you the opportunity to reserve a table for 2 to 8 people. If you want to make it an event with your friends, go out and do something together on a great night. I think this year it is a Saturday night on Valentine's Day, so a lot of people will have that off. Of course, there'll be drinks and dancing and good music, and you can reserve your table for 2 or more just by following the link on the show notes that we have here. They do have a limited number of just 2-person tables, so it's a great opportunity for you to get together with your friends and make a night out of it, and why not? That sounds like a good way to do it as well. So you'll just go in, fill out your form, make your reservation, and if you're looking for the prices for the different types of meals, they're on there. It's $35 or $45 depending on whether you go with chicken or prime rib. And I'm telling you, I'm going to go with the prime rib because that is what I like. Nothing against chicken. I mean, I have chickens, but they lay eggs. So that's I feel like that's a pretty good night to go out, hang out with a lot of nice couples and just have a good night on Valentine's Day, this coming February the 14th, which is Saturday night. And that'll be once again at the Up for Celebrations Event Center in Garner. And like I said, I'll put the link in the show notes so you'll be able to get yourself reserved with your special someone and your group of friends. And boy, what a hero you'll be if you come up and take care of this on your own and say, I know what we're doing for Valentine's Day this year, and you can tell your buddies about it, and they'll look like heroes too, and then you can all have a great time together. Sounds like a plan. It'll be on the 14th, like it is every year for Valentine's Day of February. But this year, you should spend it at Up for Celebrations in Garner, Iowa. All right, folks, once again, I want to thank you so much for taking the time. If you came to the show, thanks for listening to the show, whether you went to the cast show or not. There will be more of those things and more updates and lots more interviews as we begin this. What are we now? In a couple of weeks, 3 weeks into the 2026 year as we approach our 5th season next month. Right around President's Day. Wow, season 5. I can't believe we've been doing that so long. And thank you so much for being a part of it. And we'll continue to do the best we can for you here at the sunny side of life and trying to be every day the sunny side of someone else's life.
When the shadows fall and doubts begin to creep, remember together we're strong, never weak. Lift your neighbor up with kindness every day. Let your actions speak the words you want to say.
The Sunny Side of Life is a weekly production about our life on the family farmstead here in Iowa, the liberties we prize, and the pursuits which make us happy. None of this is possible, of course, without Christ in our lives. For the Lord God is our sun and our shield. He gives us grace and glory.
Be the sunny side of someone else's life. Share your light and joy through struggle and strife. Keep your heart open and your soul always bright. Together we will share this sunny side life. Be the sunny side of someone else's life. Share your light and joy through struggle and strife. Keep your heart open and your soul always bright. Together we will share this sunny side life.
May the Lord bless you and keep you, and may the sunny side of your life in Christ be made evident unto you each and every day, and give you peace.
This next song, I'm going to dedicate to my coonhound Tucker, who left us way too soon last year. And here we are.
The sunny side we also made you. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. We'll brighten up if we keep on the sunny side of life. Well, the storm and its fury broke today, crushing hopes I cherished so deep. Storms and clouds will one day pass away, and the sun will shine again bright and clear. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. We'll brighten up if we keep on the sunny side of life. Let us breathe with the song of hope each day. Though the moments be cloudy or fair, let us trust in the Savior always to keep us everyone in His care. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. We'll brighten up if we keep on the sunny side of life.
Donovan Johnson.